This is part 2 of lesson 2.2 for standard 8. Nature created man and women as equals. This video was made just for you. Do remember to like, share and subscribe. Appreciative of her husband for his views, Ashangbi says, your father is right. Okay, so here now Lantoi has come to Ashangbi after talking to her father, who also feels that there is a inequality between men and women in the society and everybody should be treated equally. So appreciative, she is thankful that her husband has these views. Okay, that Thompa, the father, has these views, and she tells Lantoi that yes, your father is right. In no society do women enjoy the same opportunities enjoyed by men. So she says that in no society, wherever you go around the world, okay, you will not find women enjoying the same opportunities. Opportunities means the same chances or the same privileges, same opportunities enjoyed by men. So men are, can enjoy life or enjoy things or enjoy professional life better than women. And it is because of your father that I feel no difference or inequality at home. So, no, father not only does the work outside, but he also helps in the family household chores, as well as he doesn't discriminate between men and women or boys and girls. So, it is because of her father that Ashangbi also is feeling no difference. Okay. But outside our home, I have seen that women have been subjugated in many ways. So he's saying at home, I don't feel that. But outside our home, I have seen so many women. Okay, subjugated means controlled and dominated. Okay, so they are not allowed to do certain things. So they are subjugated in many ways. It is against the will of God. So here, Shangbi says that it is not what God wants. Okay, it is against the will of God. And God has sent men and women to our earth to share the joys and sorrows of life equally. So here, Ashangbi tells her daughter that God has sent everybody in this world to be equal. So joys means happiness and sorrows means sadness that we experience during our life. So our life is full of happiness, full of sorrows. So all this we have to experience and share equally. Not that women only should be, have to face the burden of society. And she says that to share his blessings, that is God's blessings, those, so we should share all the blessings that God has bestowed on us, and to enjoy the bounty of nature equally. Bounty of nature means nature is filled with so many beautiful things. We saw in the first paragraph itself, how the whole scene, how the beautiful scenery is described. So here also we should be able to enjoy whatever nature is giving to us. And this is what your topic means. So now your mother explains by giving so many examples that this is what your topic is. So what was her topic? Her topic was God has sent men and women equally. Okay, so that was her topic. So this is what your topic means. That is what Ashangbi tells her daughter. Now, Ashangbi knows well that men and women are equal. So she also knows that men and women are equal. God sends each person equally down on earth. Women who are half of the human race. Human race means human population. On this earth, men and women both are of equal numbers, isn't it? So women are half of the human race. They are also as important as men. So, as men are important, even women are important because God has sent men and women equally on this earth. She writes and talks about such topics. So, you remember she's a journalist, okay, and she's also a women's rights activist. So, she not only writes about all this information and she educates people, educates other members of the society by her written work, as well as she gives talks, that is she tells people about it. So maybe she holds seminars or maybe talk shows, okay, about such topics. Her daughter though a child also understands well that her mother is not a person of lesser quality than her father. Now, her daughter, she's the youngest child in the family, so she's still a child. She's still a school going child, isn't it? So, you all are children, but you all do understand. So, in the same way, Lantoi also understands well that her mother is not a person of lesser quality than her father. So her father and her mother both are equal. Both are, doing, they have their professional life. Mother is a journalist, father is a lawyer, as well as they are helping the society for various things. So she knows that her mom is equal to her father. And she says, "Our home is full of love with you, mother." Okay, so she says, because of you, there is so much love in this family. Now, the mother beams with joy at the words of her daughter. So, beams with joy means is smiling, smiling with joy at what her daughter just said. Her daughter just praised her by saying, "Our home is full of love." So, she feels very happy. As a matter of fact, mother is a fountain of love in a family, isn't it? Each family, mother is so loving, so caring. She thinks about all the members of the family. So, mother is a fountain of love. Fountain means, we know, you have seen the fountain, that is the water, gushing out. So, just like the water comes out, so that is how a mother's love also is gushing out or flowing out from her heart. So, mother is a fountain of love in the family. This bond of love, okay, so bond means this love that is there between, okay, two people. So this bond of love is beyond comparison with anything else in the world. So this love that a mother gives, you cannot compare with anything else. It is so very unconditional, so it is incomparable. We cannot compare it with anything else in the world. It is because of this that motherhood has been glorified, and women accept the challenges in life to become a mother, isn't it? So because of this fountain of life love that a mother gives out, that she motherhood has been glorified. Glorified means praised. Everybody praises a mother, isn't it? So a mother has been praised, and therefore women accept the challenge. Accept challenge. Challenge means it is great hard work to be a mother, isn't it? Right from when the child is conceived to the time when the child is born, when the child has to be raised up, as a baby, it requires so much of work from a mother. So mother accepts these challenges in life to become a mother. A woman accepts the challenges. So a woman is ready to become a mother because of all this praises that she gets from the society. Showing deep affection, Ashangbi continues and says, "Pioneer women testify to the equality of women with men." So here Ashangbi continues and tells, with deep affection, that is with deep love. Okay, she continues and says that pioneer women, who are pioneer is a person who is among the first to take up any cause, especially in new region. So any new thing that a person starts is called a pioneer. So pioneer women testify. What is testify? They have given us proof. They provide proof of evidence to the equality of women with men. So we have seen, isn't it, in our history, in various parts of our society also, we have seen Savitri Bai Phule, who is the first teacher. She started school for women. Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi, okay, she had to fight the Britishers at that time. Lata Mangeshkar, the great singer. Mother Teresa, who works for the poor, and Kalpana Chawla, the great Indian astronaut. So we have seen such great women. Okay, so they have been pioneers. Pioneers means they have started this something new, okay, on their own. So they are proof that men and women are equal. Actually, life is not possible without women and men. So life is not possible, no, without a man or without a woman in this world. this world requires men also, and this world requires women also. So life cannot go on without a man or a woman. So Lantoi has been fascinated. Fascinated means amazed. Okay, she has been amazed by the stories of pioneer women. So she has been reading about pioneer women, and her grandmother had narrated many stories of brave queens like Lintoingim Gambi and Kuranganayani. Okay, so these two queens, brave queens, they have been brave queens, and her grandmother has narrated, means has told about the stories of these two brave queens. And not only that, they were as brave as kings. So she has heard stories about them from her grandmother. And there were also many brave women among the common people. So these were queens. So they were brave not only as queens, but there were other women of common from the society. So these women, as her grandmother narrated, were makers of home, family, society, and the nation. So they were part of not only making their home and their family, but even worked for the betterment of the society. And when you work for the society, you work for the nation. They were civilizing influences. Civilizing means educating. Okay, so with their examples, people looked upon them. So they were civilizing influences. So people looked upon them and they wanted to do exactly what they did. At the same time, they were also adventurers who claimed their shares in free land, plowed, and raised crops with their own hands and drove cattle. So not only they did great work, but they also were adventurous, means they accepted challenges. Okay, and they shared the work in the free land, that is plowing the field, raising crops, growing crops with their own hands, and drove cattle, taking care of cattle like goats, sheep, cows, buffaloes, all this. So all the work, so household work also they did, as well as they were great influences in the society. Now, modern women have become mountaineers, naturalists, astronauts, scientists, soldiers, and political leaders. Isn't it? We find that in the modern society, in today's world, we find women have done all kinds of work. They have climbed mountains, isn't it? They are mountaineers, they are naturalists, that is, they take care of nature. They have even astronauts. I just mentioned Kalpana Chawla. They've been scientists, soldiers, and political leaders. We have great political leaders in our country, women political leaders in our country also. So, this proves that there is nothing a woman cannot do, and also that women and men are created equal. So, whatever men can do, women can also do. Women also have been great personalities. So, this tells us that there is no discrimination, everybody is equal. Then she asks her mother further. So, she wants to know something more from her mother. Mother, you've thrown light on the equality of men and women and also have emphasized that the world is still an unequal world. So, thrown light on means to give information or explain. So, you have explained to me about the equality of men and women and also emphasize. Emphasize means stressed on this point. Okay, made the importance of, shown me the importance of that the world is still an unequal world, that is still there is inequality in this world among the men and women. Then what I would like to know is if there are moral, social, and legal provisions to enable women to express their physical and mental potential and to set themselves free from suppression. So here Lantoi wants to know from her mother if there are any moral, social, and legal provisions. Moral means individually what a person feels, as well as society, what the society feels, as well as are there any legal? Legal means under the related to law. Provisions means are they provided? Are they given? Okay, to are there anything that is provided by moral, social, and legal to enable women to express their physical and mental potential. What is potential? Potential means a inbuilt quality, inner quality that a person has. So, is there anything in the law, in the society, in among the individuals, what the individual feel about how a woman expresses their physical and mental potential, and to set themselves free from suppression. Suppression means all the injustice that a woman goes through. No, the women are controlled. We have seen subjugated. So, whether there are any laws to uh, show this. So, amazed at the curiosity of her daughter, Ashangbi adds. So, amazed means she's surprised at the curiosity. Curiosity means something wanting to know. So, her daughter wants to know so much. Okay, now that she has learned from her parents, mother as well as father, about the inequality. So, she wants to know whether there is any law to show, to help the women. So, Ashangbi adds that there are many. So she says there are many. Under the aegis of United Nations, there is a declaration for a new world of equality. So under the aegis means with the protection or support of. So was it you under the support, with the support of United Nations. Now United Nations is an international organization which looks after the rights of everybody, all the people, whether child, whether women, whether men, everybody in the society. Okay, so anything, any discrimination that goes on in any country, then that can be put forward in front of the United Nations. So they have also made a lot of laws. Okay, so there is a declaration. Declaration means they have declared it, they have given out. Okay, this thing. And what are the main things about it? It has the following dimension. Dimensions means aspects. What they contain. So one is equal access to basic social services, including health and education. Access means to be able to be given. Basic means minimum of it. Okay, of health and education. So everybody should get, okay, free health. Okay, whenever they are sick, whenever any health issues come, they should be given, treated, and as well as education. So every child, not only boys, girls, everyone should be given education. B, that is the second point, is equal participation in political and economic decision making. So, decision making means whenever we have to vote or we have to talk about anything that is about the country or about economics. Economics means related to finance, related to money, making decisions. So, her opinion also should be taken. So equal participation, so women also should be told to give their opinion, what they want to say about it. C is equal reward for equal work. So if they have done some work which is great, then they should be rewarded. Okay, so it is not that only men should be rewarded, about given awards about anything. So if women are also good at something, they should be also given equal award. Okay, without any discrimination. And elimination means end of, getting rid of, end of discrimination and violence against women. Like I told you earlier also, there are women who are treated very very badly, they are even physically beaten. Okay, so this is the violence against women, so that should be get rid of. Nobody should be beaten up. Okay, then her mother concluded means told at the end, that, my dear daughter, we can affirm along with the United Nations that men and women are equal. Affirm means we can strongly say that, okay, along with the United Nations. So these are the 4 points that the United Nations has given out. So along with them, we can say that men and women are equal. Lantoi understands what her mother means and what the topic of the symposium means. So now she understood the full topic. Her topic on symposium was that God has created men and women as equals. So now she understood her topic, that men and women are equal, and what her mother had just explained to her. Thus, confident of success the next day. So remember, it is a Sunday, and the next day she had to give a talk on this topic, okay, at the symposium. So she was now confident, okay, of the success. So she was sure that, she would win a prize, and she was confident about it. After thanking her mother, the girl of 12 happily rushes out of the room in the bright morning sun. So, girl of 12 means she was 12 years old. So, thanking her mother for helping her out and discussing the things. So, she rushes out, she comes out of the room in bright morning sun. Remember, it is early morning in the month of April. Okay, so that was the first line that we read. And the blue sky meets the range of eastern mountains. So the story is from the eastern part of India. And as she comes out of the house, she can see the blue sky in that is meeting, isn't it? When we see outside, far off, we'll find that the sky is actually touching the mountains. So range means group of mountains of the eastern side, eastern mountains. And the small girl is always fascinated by the small trail which winds up the distant purple mountain. So fascinated means she's always amazed, she's always surprised by the small trail. Trail means a lane that goes. If you have gone to villages and all that, we find that, where people have traveled, you find a small way that shows us, isn't it? So which direction to go. So winds up means turns, twists and turns, isn't it? These trails are not very straight, these lanes are not straight. If you have gone through any of the villages or in the countryside and everything, so you'll find that these trails are winding up the distant purple mountains. So you know that her house is surrounded by mountains. So she's always fascinated, she's always amazed by this scene. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful lesson which taught us the importance of gender equality. Do solve the English workshop exercises given at the end of the chapter. And to check your answers, you can visit our website at www.jkacademypro.com. You'll get the link in the description box below.